Oh, oh, hello. Hello. Oh, hold on. I forgot my lights. Oh no. I have my big light on, so they won't even be that noticeable, I don't think. How could I have forgotten something? Oh no. Totally unprepared. Glad to see you guys are here. I made myself some tea before the stream this time. Green tea with matcha. Still really hot, and I burnt my tongue while sitting here before starting stream trying to drink it. It was not the most pleasant thing. So before the stream, I was playing chess and watching some Hikaru. And let me just show you. So today I learned that apparently chess came out in 2005. It totally hasn't been around hundreds of years. No, it came out in 2005 according to YouTube. Can't believe chess is only 16 years old. That's crazy. Look at this. Look at it. Looks so pretty. Pretty rad. So, I will be ranking all 50 of these states very passively aggressively. Because passive aggressiveness is my passion. Oh, the tea went down the wrong throat. I'm gonna die. At least I can actually drink the tea without burning my mouth now. Okay, so this is a lot of states. There are 50 of them in here in total. And none of them are good. I am going to probably insult your favorite state. If you have a favorite state, it'll probably get insulted. Oh, Indiana is where you live. Get ready for it to be called out. I don't know what I'm gonna call Indiana out for. So, might as well look out VIP entering the chat. Welcome, James. Welcome. So I am from Pennsylvania, where I live. So I'm gonna rank Pennsylvania, obviously in S tier. No, it's not an S tier. Pennsylvania is boring. Wyoming is a G tier state. Wyoming is very bad. We'll get to Wyoming, though. We'll get to this disgusting filth of a state that shouldn't even be a state because it's so disgusting. So, I'm from Pennsylvania. Now, the thing is with Pennsylvania is the shape of the state looks ugly. The name's kind of stupid. But Pennsylvania has me in it, of course. Yours truly. And Pennsylvania also has Philadelphia, which is pretty cool. I like cities. I'm a big city person. I've never lived in a city, but I really like cities. Florida, S tier. Florida is an S tier state. Pennsylvania goes in B tier. Very average state. So, Taco, you bring up Florida. Let's get Florida. It has Temple University, too. Speaking of Temple University, see? Pennsylvania. Got my Pennsylvania University merch. Florida is only A because Florida man. Okay, so Florida. Florida is S or A tier. Florida man is great. Florida man gives everyone who doesn't live in Florida lots of laughs because of how stupid. A lot of old people in Florida. A lot of coronavirus in Florida. A lot of beaches though. Nice weather. If I was just grading based off of weather, it'd probably be like an S or an A. Beautiful down in Florida. But the people who live in Florida, they're positives, you know. Fellow streamers, Moist Critical, Dream, they both live there. Pretty cool. Sapnap lives there. Florida men live there, though. Florida man scares me and makes me want to cry. I will put Florida in S tier. Florida is in S tier just because Florida is the definition of the meme of the United States. Lots of swamp and imminent death, similar to Australia. But Florida deserves S tier just for being the meme of the United States. Let's see. Next up, we have Texas. Texas is an F tier state. Texas is hot. Now, don't get me wrong. Florida's really hot, but Florida can be nice. Texas is ugly. Texas, the whole Texas could secede from the Union at any point is garbage. That isn't even true. I just feel like Texas, when the coolest thing about your state is the shape of it, not very cool. Hello, Anita. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see that you're here. Yeah, no, like, the coolest part about Texas is the shape. And even that is not very good about it. You're sadly from and live in Texas. It's okay, Labusi. You're probably the best part about Texas. Alright, let's see. Let's get some random states out of the way. Maryland. Maryland is an A-tier state. I've been to Maryland. I've gone to Ocean City in Maryland a few times. And it was very nice when I went. You know, the state, pretty cool. Whenever I think of Maryland, I think of the beach. Are we roasting states? We are roasting states. What is bad about Maryland? The Legend of Margie Sullivan. So what is bad about Maryland? Like, I feel like with Maryland, there's nothing good about well, there's nothing crazy fun about Maryland. Like, Florida has Florida Man, which is the best and worst part. But Maryland doesn't really have anything good, but it doesn't have anything bad. Got Washington, D.C. in it. Okay, so I think, after learning that, Maryland is a B-tier state. Maryland is a B-tier state right above Pennsylvania. Oh, I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Ohio, yes, let's go to Ohio. Ohio? Where's Ohio? Where's Ohio? I'm blind. Ohio, F tier. Ohio's boring. Like, even the picture is gray. What are you doing? Hello, Matt? I'm ranking the states. The United States. Realistically, also, keep in mind, S is like... So, wait, the United States, hold on. I gotta make this more accurate. DB for DB Cooper. E. F. G. Well, no, we'll make this Y. Why are these states existing? So, Ohio is boring. Corn, though. Is Ohio. Corn is great, but you know where else you can find corn? In most other states. Ohio is boring. Even the picture of Ohio is gray to symbolize just how boring Ohio is. If you live in Ohio, your favorite pastime is probably watching birds. Jake Paul is from there, and anytime you see him, you feel Spain without the S. That would also do it. Is Ohio worse than Texas, though? Do we feel like Ohio is worse than Texas? Maybe Ohio having corn is the only saving grace. I don't think Texas has very much corn. I'm happy to put Ohio above Texas. Okay, let's see. What else do we got here? We have Nebraska. Nebraska kind of looks like a vacuum cleaner. Like, look at that state. That's like the shape of like the hose on a vacuum cleaner. You do not agree with Y for Texas, not gonna lie. No, Texas is garbage. Texas, yeah, exactly. Texas bad. There's nothing redeemable about Texas. I think Nebraska. I'm gonna have a war. I'm gonna start many different wars with these state placements. Nebraska looks like a vacuum cleaner. What's in Nebraska? Hold on, let me look up what's in Nebraska. Nebraska. Is there what's in Nebraska? Your family lives in Texas. Well, then, family's not very good. Texas. Everything is bigger than Texas, and that might mean that might be a good thing, but that's also all of its flaws are worse. All right. There's nothing. There's nothing in Nebraska. It's just a lot of parks. But Nebraska's probably an F tier. I feel like there's gonna be so many states where there's just nothing. You are here roasting Chat's family. Well, I mean, it's their fault for living in Texas. Still nice. No humidity, always warm. You will argue this all day. Fine. Ohio below Texas then. That'll make you happy. Alright. You're not letting this go. No! Anyways. Nebraska's F tier because there's nothing in there. Texas air is so dry. They're both Y tier. As to why do they exist. Should never have joined America. Oregon. Oregon, as a kid, I always pronounced it Oregon. Nothing exciting. Wait, isn't no, never mind. Las Vegas is in Nevada. Oregon, though, the Oregon is the kind of person who I'd take to, like, a party with me, be like a designated driver. Nothing crazy. Oh, wrong tab. Let's see, Oregon. What is there to do in Oregon? What to do in Oregon? During COVID. I don't care about COVID. A lot of national parks again. There's just so many national parks. I don't care about national parks. Nature is boring. It's like your lungs are dying. You two are gonna go to a war over Texas. There's just parks. Oh, actually, that does look... Oregon looks like a very beautiful state. And I think because of that, Oregon gets C tier. Nothing crazy exciting to do in Oregon, but it's just beautiful. And you gotta accept that. Same thing with, like... Other states are beautiful. Hawaii. Hawaii is pretty cool. I think, whenever somebody thinks about, like, a good state to visit, Hawaii is always up there. Everyone's like, let's go to Hawaii. Let's go see the volcanoes. Let's go to the beach. It'll be great. Like, how often do people have negative things to say about Hawaii? Minus, like, government fracking. Hawaii, like, if you're gonna choose a state to go to, and you don't want to live out the meme of Florida Man, you could just go to Hawaii. Hawaii's great. Good weather, and, like I said, there are volcanoes. Who doesn't like volcanoes? I love volcanoes. Volcanoes are cool until one erupts. So Hawaii goes into the B tier because no state is higher than a B tier because they're all garbage. Volcanoes are so cool. Volcanoes are very cool. Lava is great. So Hawaii, great. Next up is... Where is it? Minnesota is next. This is like a geography test for me. Which one's Minnesota? I will find Minnesota. Minnesota would normally be like an E tier. Very cold. Very bad. Used to live at the base of one. Was pretty dope. That sounds very cool. There is one state in particular you better rate high, and you will not explain why. It's not Texas. Texas sucks, but not bottom tier. No, Texas is still bottom tier. So Minnesota, cold. A lot of hockey there. But exactly. Mara gets it. Minnesota is amazing and not E tier because Big Time Rush is from Minnesota. And because Minnesota gave us Big Time Rush, instantly jumps it up to C tier. Minnesota is instant C tier. Next up is New Jersey. Now, New Jersey is pretty crappy state. Nobody knows how to drive in New Jersey. I've been to the beach in Jersey a few times, and every time I go there, I feel like I'm about to get hit by a car because no one can drive. So, Jersey, though, itself, pretty crappy state. You fell down an escalator in New Jersey. New Jersey's worse than Nebraska, actually. Yeah, exactly. Just another reason why New Jersey is hot garbage. Next up is Tennessee. Tennessee has a lot of cool places in it. My sister went on a trip to Tennessee once, and the reason that Tennessee is going to go an E instead of F, even though there's a lot of cool things, Tennessee is... Wait, it doesn't... Wasn't Miley Cyrus the movie? Didn't that take place in Tennessee? Miley Cyrus the movie. Location. Georgia. No, it took place in the Georgia coast. Oh, that's lame. We're filmed at... Okay, wait. What's the plot? I thought... Isn't the plot they go to Tennessee? It's been a very... Yeah, Tennessee. Yeah, okay. So, yeah. Hannah Montana's from Tennessee. Which I think is actually probably a detriment. However, it'll go in E tier because Tennessee gave us the very fancy pun. Tennessee is the only 10. Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. The incredible pickup line that has transcended generations has given Tennessee its spot in E tier. Alabama is epic. Alabama is... would be a B tier. Very cool song, Sweet Home Alabama. Issue is Alabama's in the South. A lot of very, very scary, bad people in the South. So it goes down to C tier. Next, lot of incest in Alabama. So it goes down to D tier. Alabama, the shape of the state kind of sucks. So it goes down to E tier. The name Alabama has too many A's in it, so it goes down to F tier. And then Alabama, just because it's in the South, again, it goes into Y tier. Why is Alabama a state? Nobody knows. Only good thing about Alabama are the nice grandmas that feed you. That is true. And because of that, it goes above Ohio, but not above Texas. Alabama is a why are you a part of the Union kind of state. Next up, we have Mississippi. Mississippi, B tier. Why a B tier? I know absolutely nothing about Mississippi. What I do know about Mississippi is it is fun to say. MISSISSIPPI. Mississippi goes into B tier just because of how fun it is to say Mississippi, and no other reason. Mississippi. Next up, we have Delaware. Delaware's a Y. Delaware, the only brag that if you live in Delaware, incest equals B tier. Delaware. My mind just blanked. Delaware, the only brag that people who live in Delaware have is that they were the first to join the Union. And that doesn't matter anymore because we're not living in the 1700s. There are more than 13 states at this point. Why? Why would you choose to live in Delaware when you could live anywhere else? Why would you be like, Delaware's where it's at? No. No. Next up, we have Nevada. Nevada, D tier. Nevada has one of the swaggiest places on earth, Las Vegas, where you can gamble your life earnings away. And also, Nevada, also home to Area 51. Fact check that, I don't want to be giving you guys false information. Is Area 51 in Nevada, or is it in Colorado? No, it's in Nevada. No, it's in Nevada, we're good. Yeah, but you're saying that's worse than Nebraska? Yes. Delaware is worse than Nebraska. So, yeah, Nevada gives us Las Vegas and Area 51, which we were going to raid 2 years ago. Think about it. In 2019, right after we raided Area 51, the world's never been the same. There was no coronavirus before the Area 51, right? I'm going to get banned off of Twitch for saying this. Spreading conspiracy theories. They're going to ban me off of Twitch. Oh, no. It's going to be over for me. There's so many states. Alright, next up, we're going to hit with one of probably the coolest states out there. Maybe even the best state. Well, probably not the best state. Where is it? It's North? Not North Dakota. Not North Dakota. Not North Dakota. Where is it? Where's North Carolina? No. New Mexico? Is that North? That's not North Dakota. Or not, that's not North Carolina. That's Oklahoma. What is North? Is that North Carolina? That has to be North Carolina, right? Oh my god, that is North Carolina. Alright, I was gonna put North Carolina all the way up in B tier, like above Hawaii, because North Carolina is very beautiful. There's beaches in North Carolina. Mr. Beast lives in North Carolina, probably the biggest flex it has. However, looking at the state's shape, that puts it down into C tier. That is an ugly looking state. That is the kind of state I would not want to bring home to my parents. It is so ugly. But it sits right at the top of C tier. Next up, we have Idaho. Idaho, I don't know where to put this state. Where should it go? Oh ho, where do I put oh great oh Idaho? So this is another state I'm gonna have to look up. Idaho things to do. Parks. More parks. More parks. Just parks. Just parks. Idaho has potatoes. So does Ireland. Alright, so we got potatoes in Idaho. And I do like potatoes. If we didn't have potatoes, we wouldn't have McDonald's french fries. You go and E for now, Idaho. You're just gonna rest in there with Tennessee. You can keep making the same pickup line to Tennessee over and over again. Ireland, the state. Ireland is cooler than any of these states, though. Let's see. What is that? What state is that? I have no idea what state that is. What is this? I don't know. What do we got? We got Kentucky. Kentucky just is kind of disgusting. And I think that's because whenever I look at Kentucky, I think of the fact that it's like it's a fried chicken wing. Like, that's what the shape is for, like, Kentucky Fried Chicken. And whenever I think of fried chicken, I kind of get grossed out. Because I think of, like, all the grease and everything. Kentucky can go into F tier, behind New Jersey. Kentucky's just kind of gross. Let's see. California. Let's go with California. This might be a very controversial one. I love California. California's great. California's wonderful. If I were to pick a place to live, I would want to move to California because it's great. Downside, it's expensive. Downside, people who live in California always think they're better than everyone else. But the shape of California is pretty nice. Very recognizable. This is Arizona. Well then. I think C for California is perfect. Because, you know, California is a great state. A beautiful state. Has a few downsides, sadly. Alright. Where are we at now? Let's see. Illinois? Illinois. Chicago's in Illinois. Chicago's a pretty cool place. Yeah, I have nothing to say about. A lot of these states I don't have much to say about. No. Yeah? Go off, Patrick. I think Illinois belongs probably in D tier. Illinois has Chicago, and that's what's carrying it up on its shoulders. Chicago Trivago. Discord. Check Discord. Oh, goodness. Am I gonna be afraid? Oh, okay. Alright. Hold on here. Hello.
If you pronounce the S in Illinois one more time,
Illinois.
I'm DDoSing this whole server.
It's over? The stream gonna get canceled? Alright, here we go. I'll give it my best attempt. Illinois. Oh, it's over. It's over. The stream's about to get DDoSed. I think this is where it ends. Al Capone is your favorite criminal in history? Al Capone is pretty chill in Illinois. In Chicago, Illinois. Welcome, Jelly Void, to the stream, by the way. Glad to see that you're here. Okay, New Mexico. New Mexico gets, bottom of B tier. Why does New Mexico get to go into the bottom of B tier? Well, it's simple. Breaking Bad takes place in Albuquerque, New Mexico. High School Musical takes place in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Probably should be looked into whether or not Troy was, assisting Walter White. I'm banned, it's over. You want Minecraft? I just spilled tea all over myself, thinking about Minecraft. Also, my tea's cold. But Pokemon. That's right, James. Pokemon. Alright, let's see. North Dakota. North Dakota? I like the blue that they chose in the image. North Dakota is like a quiet state. It's like the quiet kid in class that no one really knows what's going on in their head. It's just kind of North Dakota. North Dakota is very middle of the pack. North Dakota goes in E tier. Georgia. Georgia is another Y state. Why Georgia? Georgia's pretty bad. I don't really have anything against Georgia. It's just Georgia. Why Georgia? There's no reason for Georgia. Basically Canada. Exactly, and everyone loves Canada. But it's not Canada, so it goes in E tier. Georgia has peaches. That's it. That's the only brag that Georgia has. And as someone who does not like a peach, like peaches are just kind of gross. This could also be because I work in produce at my job at a grocery store and I see a bunch of moldy peaches and it's just disgusting. It just goes in Y tier. These are, for reference, Y tier is states I would remove. I would delete them from the United States. Peach tea. Peach tea goes hard. Peach flavor goes hard. Indiana's cool. We have race. Alright. We'll do Indiana next. Indiana. For you, Remy. Indiana, since you live in Indiana, Remy, and you do have races, it goes in D tier. I went for the bait, the B. No, it's a D tier state. Indiana's alright. Indiana's okay. Next up, Kansas. Kansas is iconic. Kansas was in The Wizard of Oz. I don't think we're in Kansas anymore, Toto. Very iconic state. Kansas, though, it's kind of shaped like a square, and that's very accurate because Kansas is boring. Not much to do in Kansas. But The Wizard of Oz puts it in E tier, just below Idaho and above. Actually, North Dakota is better than Kansas. Next up, Alaska. Alaska, probably another really great. Not better than Hawaii. It's cold. I don't like the cold. But Alaska's beautiful. Like, have you seen pictures of Alaska? It's incredible. One of the many corn states. There's a lot of corn states. They're straight up flatlands. It's boring. So is Texas. Yeah, Texas is just lame, though. But Alaska is beautiful. It's gorgeous. Incredible. My principal, when I was in 7th grade, showed us a bunch of pictures from Alaska on her trip, and it was just gorgeous, and I love Alaska. If you are from Alaska, you are swag. I don't think anyone is from Alaska watching the stream, though. That'd be pretty cool, though. You should know you live in one. Fair enough. Alright, let's see. What do we got here? South Carolina, Rhode Island. Rhode Island is going in Y tier just because Rhode Island, I'm pretty sure, is the smallest state. And, like, whenever... I have a grudge against Rhode Island. Here's my grudge against Rhode Island. So whenever I was in school, in geography class in 7th grade, and we had to, like, label the map of the United States, Rhode Island was always the biggest pain to fit in because it was just so tiny, so you had to draw, like, the big arrow across to mark Rhode Island. That is my mentality with Rhode Island. Beta state. If you live in Rhode Island, you are a beta male. I'm sorry, I said it. The words have left my mouth, and it's over. South Dakota. South Dakota has Mount Rushmore, which is probably the lamest national landmark that we have. It's just a bunch of dead people's heads. Why do I care? Why do I care about Mount Rushmore? It goes in F tier. It goes in F tier. Next up, Vermont. Vermont, it's up north. But Vermont has something that no other state has, that no other state will ever have. Vermont has Bernie Sanders. And that alone puts it in the B tier above New Mexico and above Florida. Not above Mississippi, though. Mississippi's more fun to say than Bernie Sanders is. Mount Rushmore's rock with many faces. Mount Rushmore's just lame. There's no excuse. But Vermont has Bernie Sanders, and the other United States senator from Vermont is also a huge Batman fan, which is dope as hell. Therefore, Vermont goes into B tier. Next up, we have Virginia. Virginia is the kind of state that's, like, boring but interesting. Like, nothing bad ever happens to people, not to people from Virginia. There's probably a lot of crime in Virginia, like there's in every state. But Virginia is the kind of state that I'll feel safe in. Also, I just totally moved this around for no reason at all. Virginia goes into the C tier. It goes above Nevada. All rectangle states are F tier. Oh, no. Sometimes it's good to have a bit of normalcy. However, if your state is shaped like a rectangle, I will hold it against you. Alright, West Virginia. West Virginia is just like Virginia, but cooler. Is there really much more that needs to be said? Like, let's just take Virginia, and then just cooler. Bees for everyone, including me. Thank you for the bees. We love bees. Louisiana. No. Louisiana looks like a boot. Are you counting DC? I'm definitely counting DC. I'll get to DC. We'll get there. Unless DC isn't in here. If DC isn't in here... Oh, wait, DC isn't in here, I don't think, actually. Yeah, no, DC wouldn't be in here. So I can't count DC. Because I'm too lazy to find a picture of DC and upload it to here. So, just know DC would be in Y. Because, DC is a city. And also, not just that, but DC. Why? Why is that our country's capital? Why is it Washington, D.C.? What is so interesting about Washington, D.C.? There's nothing interesting about Washington, D.C. Anyways, yeah, Louisiana, it's shaped like a eaten, chewed up boot. Why is it a... Why? Next up, Montana. Montana looks like a perfectly fine puzzle piece. Thank you. Montana. It's just like, it's a rectangular state, but it's like a puzzle piece. I like it. I like Montana. Montana seems pretty cool. Montana goes into D tier. You've only ever seen one person from Montana in your entire life. Montana is a pretty empty state. No, I'm not feeling this song. Get this song out of here. There we go. Montana, it's alright. It's very middle of the pack. Montana has like a bunch of like Midwest states have this. Nobody lives there. Nobody cares about you. Next up, we have Missouri. Missouri goes into F tier for the sole purpose that I never remember Missouri exists. I used to have to take, over the summer, a few summers back, I had to take map tests of all the states, and there were 3 separate occasions where I forgot Missouri. Missouri is the most forgettable state because its older cousin, I have no idea if that's true. Mississippi is way more fun to say, starts with an M, starts with the whole Ms thing, does the Ms thing way better than Missouri ever could. Therefore, Missouri is F tier. For you are free than a public restroom. Box like a fish. New York City. Well, not New York City. New York. You always get Missouri and Mississippi mixed up. Exactly. It's just an imposter. New York goes into B tier. New York City is amazing. Very expensive, which is a big downside. But New York itself, the state is wonderful. The only downside is winters get very cold and they get a lot of snow, which is why I'm going to put it in the end of B tier. But I love New York City. Welcome, G-Right. Welcome to the stream. Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is in New York. That's a great part. Love Niagara Falls. Any S tier states? Absolutely not. There is not a single aspect of the United States that is S tier. Exactly. This is America. There's no state that is S tier. The only state that'd be S tier would be like none of the above. None of them. There's in order to be an S tier, you need to be like Canada or like any other country. Cuba. Cuba's my favorite state. Michigan. Michigan, kind of. I have nothing to say about Michigan. What's in Michigan? Anybody know what's in Michigan? Can someone give me the rundown of what's in Michigan? I have no idea. What's in Michigan? What's in Michigan? Song already came on. What the heck? All right, Michigan. There's not much in Michigan. Michigan scares you. I think that's a fair assessment. I think Michigan would scare anyone. Yeah, there's just nothing in Michigan. That's a why. You've been in a 1-mile town there? Really? Michigan does not seem like fun. Michigan is a why are you a part of the Union state? Michigan's better than Delaware though. Connecticut. Connecticut's fun to say. What's in Connecticut? Connecticut, things to do. What do you think there is in Connecticut? Museums, Mohegan Sun, Mystic Aquarium, the Mark Twain House and Museum. Man, I'm really excited. Detroit. That's fair. Detroit's very scary. Take a ferry, ride coasters, de-stress, climb aboard the Essex steam train. You know, I don't know what it is, but looking at the things that you can do in Connecticut, it's kind of dope. Michigan has the world's largest front porch. Mystic Aquarium is cool. You've been there. Connecticut just gives me very like warm grandparent vibes. I like Connecticut a lot. Connecticut goes into C tier above Nevada. Oklahoma. Oklahoma is stupid. Look at the shape of Oklahoma. Oklahoma would get picked on in school. Oklahoma is such a bad state. I don't like Oklahoma. It goes into why are you a part of the Union? Next up, Utah. Utah is not... I don't care about Utah. Utah's garbage. You have only arrived. What is going on here? Welcome, Riley. We are ranking the states. All the states of the United States. Oklahoma looks like a pot. Oklahoma looks like a foam finger. Oklahoma does not look like it is having a good time. Next up. What state is this? Am I blind? New Hampshire. New Hampshire seems like a cool state. When I think of New Hampshire, New Hampshire makes me happy. Why does it repeat songs? There we go. Mount Washington. State Park. State Park. Too many Trumpies, but a fun state. Fair enough. New Hampshire. 70 great things to do in New Hampshire. Ice castles? Did that say ice castles? I'm sorry. I need to show you what I am looking at right now. I am impressed. Let me pull this up here on stream. So it just says ice castles, and this is what the picture is. I'm sorry, but what? Thank you for the sub, Riley. Very much appreciated. With 3 months of Prime. Thank you. Very much appreciate it. Thank you for the resub. Ice castles, that's what I'm saying. Immediate B tier, right? And New Hampshire, kind of pretty good vibe. Like, look at this blue with the yellow. Colorado has those too. They have giant ice caves. Where did I put Colorado? Did I rank I didn't rank Colorado yet. But New Hampshire, instant B tier. Like, above Mississippi, just because of ice castles. Next up, we have... I can't read these. Okay, Massachusetts, Colorado, okay. I can't see. I'm very far away from my monitor. What did the guy get from the coin flip last stream get? He got VIP. He achieved VIP. Alright, Colorado. We'll do Colorado next. Colorado has giant ice caves, apparently, according to Riley, which is dope. Colorado, also one of the first states to legalize marijuana. For that, Colorado seems like a chill state. Goes right above Alaska. Colorado is probably like one of the most chill states. Like it's that chill older brother. That's what's great about Colorado. Iowa. I can't say anything. Iowa. I can't say anything about Iowa. Iowa is boring. Iowa, I'm just gonna throw in there because Iowa. Whenever I think Iowa, I think of like Bean Boozled for some reason. Don't know why, but Iowa's pretty bad. Which one is this? Oh, this is Arizona. Arizona's bad. Arizona's F. Arizona's alright, but Arizona gets really, really hot and gross. And Arizona's just kind of disgusting. But I accept Arizona being part of the United States. Heads, it always works. No. Tails never fails. You just got lucky. You know, Arizona, not very good. Oh, thank you, G-Right, for the sub. Or thank you, Riley, for gifting a sub to G-Right. Thank you very much, Riley. Congratulations, G-Right, on your new sub. Alright, let's see. What we got? We got Arkansas. Is that Arkansas? That's Arkansas. Arkansas, I like the name Arkansas. The name Arkansas is very good. I'm so sexy, yes. The sub has made you extra sexy. Alright. Arkansas. I just like the name Arkansas. It's gonna go in E tier. It's just Arkansas. Alright. We are in the final 6. We have almost gotten through all of them. We are making it. Slowly but surely. Okay. Maine. Maine is boring. But Maine is also really cool. Do Massachusetts? Alright, wait, hold on. Maine goes in D tier. I have nothing against Maine, but Maine is kind of boring. But I like the name Maine, and I like the picture they chose. That's the sole thing that I am rating it on. Maine do be vibing. No? What do you have against Maine? Lower? Why? What is wrong with Maine? You like Maine's beaches? Yeah, see, Maine's dope. Oh, James, Riley can't do a coin flip because he's a mod. You can't. Mods can't get VIP. Don't get you started. Fine, fine. I'll move it lower. I'll move it lower. Say D or C is fair for Maine. We'll move it. We'll move it in E. Nah, beach is full of tiny rocks. Go off. Wow. Massachusetts. Boston is in Massachusetts. Harvard is in Massachusetts. Fine, fine. It'll go in low D. It'll go in low D. Texas is so much. Texas is garbage. I'm sorry. Texas is hot trash. It's got Salem too. Yeah, it's got Harvard. It's got MIT. Salem, Massachusetts. Salem witch trials. Ohio shouldn't be last though. Ohio won't be. Ohio shouldn't be last. Alabama is last. Alabama is what should be last. Massachusetts is great. I have nothing bad to say about Massachusetts. It doesn't have Bernie Sanders, so it can't go above Vermont. It doesn't have enough good. Ohio deserves like 75% of the hate it gets. No, it deserves at least 91% of the hate it gets. Massachusetts has good fishing spots. And Massachusetts has a lot. Massachusetts doesn't really have anything bad. Massachusetts best state, probably not best. I stick with Hawaii probably being the best state. And I think it's probably like, I think Hawaii would normally be like an S tier, but because it's a part of the United States, it gets down into B tier. It has Boston, it has the Red Sox. Love Red Sox. Massachusetts has Blue Man Group. I mean, shut up, Chicago though. Chicago's got Blue Man Group. We're down to the final four. Alright. Washington. Washington is boring. A lot of these states are just boring. Chicago? Wow. Is B tier the highest tier? Yeah, B tier is the highest tier because it's America. Nothing's higher than B tier. iCarly. Oh, iCarly. Oh, and Seattle's in Washington too. I forgot about Seattle. No, okay, you know what? I lied. Washington is pretty great. Washington is upper D, above Indiana. Alright, Wisconsin. Wisconsin's lame. Wisconsin's lame. Wisconsin is the kind of state that I feel like would be on the West Coast, but it's actually not. It's just in the middle of the country. As an Illinois resident, you're legally required to hate Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin's stupid. Why Indiana so low? I honestly do not remember. I've gone through so many states. But Wisconsin is lame. It has parks and recreation. That's not good enough. When Wisconsin gets undervalued, no. Wisconsin is F tier. It's above Missouri, though. Missouri's just too forgettable. Alright. We have 2 more states left. South Carolina. South Carolina's a good state. South Carolina, not quite as good as North Carolina. Like, probably down a lot. But South Carolina's still cool. Oh, actually, it has a lot of Trump supporters. We're gonna put that one in D tier. Yeah. I don't know why I said that in that accent. Been to South Carolina before. The people scare me. Yeah, South Carolina definitely seems like a scary state. Up what to S now? No. South Carolina is D tier. Up South Carolina now. No. South Carolina's D tier. Charlotte. South Carolina. South Carolina, I feel fine. South Carolina goes into C tier. Above Oregon. You're more upset than Texas? South Carolina. But Massachusetts has a house made of only newspapers. That's actually really cool. Wyoming is pretty bad. Alright. Okay, hold on. Wait, let me pause the music here. Actually, I'll put on some Animal Crossing music. Okay. So, the last state. Wyoming. We have Wyoming here. I don't say this lightly. I need to create a new tier. We're gonna have tier Z, and we're gonna make it black. Wait, no, this is supposed to be Y. We can leave it orange. This tier is Z, and it's black. I kid you not, Wyoming is without a doubt the most, you can't even see the Z, because that's how garbage it is. Wyoming is probably, and I don't even mean probably, I mean for a fact, Wyoming is the worst state, the worst piece of land to ever exist. What is wrong with Wyoming? Wyoming doesn't exist. So in 5th grade, I had to do a class project on a state. Everyone in the class was given their own state, and so you had to put your hand in a hat and pull it out to see what kind of state you got. And I got Wyoming. And Let me tell you the most interesting thing about Wyoming, and I remember this. You want to know what the most interesting thing about Wyoming is? Not the people, not, you know, some random city. No, it's the fact that the buffalo that live in Wyoming are turned into jerky. Wyoming serves no purpose for anything. There's no point in Wyoming. No one lives in Wyoming. Did you know most major cities in the US have like 3, 4, 5, even 10 times the population of Wyoming? Actually, way more than that, if I remember correctly. Wyoming is so pointless. If you were to remove a state from the United States and nobody would notice, if you were to just snap and overnight, it's gone, Wyoming. Not just because no one lives there. No one cares about Wyoming. There is no reason for Wyoming to exist. Wyoming is garbage. Period. And with that, that's my rating of the United States. All the states. That's I think that's pretty... You've never met someone from Wyoming? It's because it don't exist. But I think that was a pretty good ranking of all the states. I think that was pretty thorough. I think we got everything done. There we go. Why did I do this? Just so I could slander Wyoming. I have to figure out whatever ways possible in my stream to slander the existence of Wyoming. And I think this accomplished that goal pretty well.